I have a really crazy running out of gas story. This was years ago, before children. My ex and I were driving down into mid-Missouri, and there are a lot of rivers, and many people go camping and floating with canoes. So we were going to go down to someplace in the middle of Missouri and rent, they had like a campground where you could rent a canoe, and they would take you upstream and drop you in a canoe off, and then you just float downstream for however many hours flat thing you wanted to do. And then when you reached the campground, you went ashore. But on our way down there, I was driving my old 71 Dodge Dart, and it said I needed gas. It got to the point, it was getting to the point where, you know, it was an older car, so it didn't tell you, you know, nothing lit up saying, you know, you have 1 gallon left, like the cars do now. We better stop for gas. Well, we couldn't really find any. We were going through a whole lot of little tiny towns, and we couldn't find any place, and we were coming down a kind of a hill, and the car was pooped out. And we looked over yonder, and there was a house with some teenage boys in the front yard messing around with their cars. So we let the car coast down to just about their driveway, and my ex went out and asked if there was any way we could siphon any gas and borrow just enough gas or buy some gas off of them so we could at least get the car started to get to the next little town, which was like a mile away. And so we let the car coast down into their gravel driveway, and the mom was sitting out on the porch, and 3 or 4 teenage boys were, you know, wandering around playing football in the yard or whatever. And we had the hood up, and they siphoned out enough gas to put a little gas in the gas tank, and the car wouldn't start. So the boy decided to pour some gas in the butterfly valve of the carburetor. And then they told me to go ahead and try to turn it over. And when I did, kaboom! Fire shot out of the carburetor. Set this kid on fire. He's running around with his hair on fire, and I'm screaming, roll on the ground, roll on the ground, and his brothers tackled him and rolled him on the ground and put him out. And I had to put the car out. I had a big old coat. I smothered the flames, and I was freaking out. I was really freaking out. And the mother, I was, oh my God, we offered to take the kid to a hospital or money or something. Oh, no, says the mother. She says, you shouldn't have been doing that. I tell him 100 times a day, you shouldn't, you know, be more careful. And I'm thinking, oh my God. But that's my running out of gas story. We did make it to the little town and filled it up with gas, but it just totally freaked me out.